With TechSmith Camtasia, you can easily make amazing videos and screencasts. Starting a new project is simple. Record your desktop with Camtasia's built-in screen recorder, or bring in your own video files. Drag and drop animated backgrounds, intros, and more from the Camtasia library. And with just a few clicks, you can change the colors and fonts to match your style and branding. Make your video stand out with visual effects like animations, cursor highlights, device frames, then add a final touch with callouts, professional graphics, royalty-free music, and so much more. Now you have a professional video that gets results, and you saved time and money by creating it with Camtasia. Join the over 14 million trainers, marketers, and educators who use TechSmith Camtasia to easily create professional videos every day.
Maybe you've heard about Adobe's Creative Cloud, but you're still not completely sure what it is. Simply put, it's a whole new way of working and creating, giving you everything you need to do your best work. When you join Creative Cloud, you get all the same state-of-the-art creative tools you've always used and loved. Tools like Photoshop, Illustrator, InDesign, Premiere Pro, but they've been completely reinvented to support a more intuitive and connected way of creating. Plus, you have access to brand new tools like Adobe Muse and Edge tools and services for building beautiful modern websites. With one membership, you get every Adobe creative tool so you can constantly experiment and expand your skills. And the very latest features are always available to you when you're ready to download and install them. Creative Cloud lets you work from anywhere, on any device, wherever you are and with anyone you want. You can sync your files to the cloud to work on them later, access them from another device, or share your files and collaborate with a team. In fact, Creative Cloud was specifically designed to streamline the way creatives work together. You can set up private folders, choose your collaborators, manage versions, and capture all the activity related to your projects, all in one place. And with the integration of Behance, the world's leading creative community, you can showcase your work to millions, get feedback, and get exposure. From right within Photoshop CC, you can post your designs to your Works in Progress portfolio on Behance, and then get instant feedback from your trusted peers. You can also explore and discover the world's best work from leading creatives, peers, and people you know. Behance ProSite is also included with your membership. It's a fully customizable professional online portfolio on your own URL. With ProSite, keeping your portfolio up to date becomes easier than ever. You can also build and publish websites, mobile apps, and iPad applications. It's all included in your membership. Download the creative apps from the cloud to your desktop and use them the same way you always have, whether you're connected to the internet or not. You have a central dashboard to help you keep track of your entire creative universe. Your ideas, files, fonts, colors, settings, and updates and upgrades to your desktop apps, as well as your collaborators and community activity. And you have access to a growing library of tutorials and inspirational content. It's all available in real time wherever you happen to be. Creative Cloud evolves as you evolve and gives you everything you need to keep up, so you can experiment, innovate, and embrace whatever's next. Create now.
Working here in class, and I work outside. So it's really a big potential from working on skills and building relationships. It's one of the things see what is looking at. And with that note, I also would like to acknowledge the presence of some of the universities here. So let's give it up from Bulacan State University. Also from Harvard State University. So we have Don Moro Ventura State University. So we have been happy and proud to be partner of these universities. Carlo is one of the professors in Dapsu. So we're also students. They have step house communities. So they're also building some funds. Okay, that probably later we're going to talk to us about what kind of projects they're building. It's really helping the poorest of the poor. The Buklod, or the Blanca, is that right? The Blanca. Let's them up here. Okay, so our next speaker. So you can just gather your impression. Okay, our next speaker, Jason. Jason believes that the world has become flat. The internet empowering small, medium enterprises with multiple channels of communication and breaking down borders. He believes that small, medium enterprises can now be enjoying what the multinationals have been doing for years without sourcing and offshoring. He also believes that unless small, medium enterprises embrace outsourcing and offshoring, their growth will be overtaken by cost, and they will be passed by their opposition. The question to ask is, now why? Why not? Since 1991, Jason has had a number of successful businesses, notably providing renewable energy and street lighting to enhance the welfare in remote and indigenous communities. And consistently involved for 22 years in a family business of locksmith and security alarms, protecting family homes, commercial offices, banking institutions, hazardous industrial sites, and critical government infrastructure. 2010, by leveraging emerging communication technology, he created his first offshore team based in the Philippines and operating 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, delivering cost savings to its citizens and further growth opportunity. In 2017, he formed Offshore to provide an avenue for Australian, New Zealand, and United States-based SMEs to leverage the workforce in the Philippines. It's really a competition for me offshore. So friends, ladies and gentlemen, Lincoln members, the founder and CEO of Offshore Limited, Jason.
Mabuhay, ito ang LinkedIn. That's the end of my show. English, so I'll do the rest in Aussie. So I'm an Australian, and thank you very much for coming along this afternoon. I suppose why the Philippines? I have a very long place here in the Philippines. I started here in 2010, as Trevor said, and when I got here, everybody was so welcoming, and they still are. And so I have engaged in the culture, engaged in the language, but I continue to embrace it and embrace that everywhere I travel as well. So why the Philippines? I think the big attraction originally was the weather, because I was from Queensland and Australia, and the weather is very much the same. So I enjoyed that part of it. But what I did see is that the opportunity to grow a country. So this is about an emerging economy, and I believe that you really need to sometimes step outside the box to look back in and say, hey, this is where we are. We have a lot of opportunity here and a lot of ability to grow. Two words I normally use with my clients is educated and energetic. And it is so true in so many people that I deal with in my business. People being educated, they've taken the time to be educated, and they are energetic. And we run our own OJT programs, work with universities as well. Have these kids coming out of university, young adults coming out of university, and what's so fantastic is their life is and there's so much opportunity for them because they just, everything you give them, they're just soaking it up like it's fun. And that's exciting because I'm really trying to engage my clients to take on these younger workforce because they've got so much potential. So for me in the Philippines, the growth of the people, the education of the country, there is a lot of work here to do. There's no doubt about that, and in many different ways. And we can all look around, but we can also make a difference. And that doesn't matter whether it's cash on the ground, work for somebody else. One of the big things that I learned when I came here was about culture, because I knew that it was about religion, about family, and that's the work family. And I, at Offshore, really make a big deal about the work family, because I can make a difference about that. The other two will fall into place, because I always know that when salary goes out on salary day, it's not just for the employee, but it's for probably 20 other people that are in that network. And so I know that I have a very large responsibility to make sure that happens. That payroll does happen on time. It's always a happy day. And even put it out early sometimes, because it gives people a boost along. Because you might be at the end of the last payroll. So the Philippines has a lot of opportunity. I see there's been a lot of opportunity with OFWs who have been working in the Middle East and other places in the world, and they come back to the country, close to their family, and they bring that education back. So the places I see the opportunities in the Philippines for the Filipino people is continuous education. I'm in a university of life. I haven't graduated to learn something new every day. If you're not looking to learn something new every day, that's where you'll end up being. Right? You're not growing forward, you're going backwards. So these are some small philosophies that I have applied where I think we can go. Education is key to that. And if we can continue to better ourselves in education, go a long way. A quick story where I did some work in Papua New Guinea, and I was on 30-day swing, so I was in for 30 days, and then I was out for 3 weeks, back in for another 30 days straight. And there was this little story happened because we were coming to the end of this big project, a very large project, and some equipment got stolen. That's not uncommon in PNG for that to happen. And what happened was, I said, look, I'm not going to get upset about it. I need the equipment back. Bring it back to me. No questions asked. I need to get this project finished. And the other thing is that if you need some assistance with something, come and ask me. Ask me a question. I may have the answer. And if I do, that will help you. But if you don't want to hear, and you disrespect. All right. And next week, and the next month, and the next year, and if you continually think like that, if you're gaining these things, you will not only continue to grow wealth for your own family and be able to support them, but you grow your country and your community. And that, to me, is really important. So education is a big one. Certainly in technical skills or trade type skills, to build this building, what's the best tools to use. There's no doubt the Filipinos are very innovative in utilising what they have to make something happen. And that's a bit of Aussie spirit actually as well, because we can turn a piece of barbed wire into anything and tie it up and make it continue on. But sometimes there's no need to do that if we've got the right tools. So continual growth in that trade space, buildings will become better, roads will become better, urban channeling will get better, all of these sorts of things. So, education is key. So, thank you.
Thank you, Jason. And that is true. Number one is when you use your education, you will not go, you will not be narrow-minded. You will go far places that you do not expect to be. Especially with example for me, personally, in Lincoln, when I started using it, it's not Facebook, it's not Instagram, but with all of the posts, the connection.
A couple of my team, and I went up there and I said, "Hey guys, what's going on?" And they were just when I turned up, they were all like, "Oh my gosh, boss is here, boss is here." And I was like, "Hey, you know, that's 10 mile, that's 8 mile, that's 7 mile. Where do you guys live?" "Oh, boss, we live out this way." And "Oh, where do we go?" "This way." And, "Oh, yeah, right, okay." And they could see them all settle down because they never thought I was going to give them forever to get back to work. I'm like, "Okay, that's great. It's a beautiful place. Look at this. The view's amazing. This country's a beautiful country." Anyway, we stood there for a while and looked at the view, and this one of the boys, I said, "Oh, I suppose we better get back to it. You're waiting on that cable." "Yes, boss, we're just waiting on that cable." "Okay. So I suppose we better get back to work then." And he says, "Oh, yes, boss, we'll all head back." And then he goes, one of the fellas comes over to me and says, "Oh, boss, you just want to say something." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." They said, "Thank you so much for saying what you said this morning. We really appreciate that. What you meant about that, you want to help the country and help us. You meant that." And I said, "Of course I meant it. I said it. I only say what I mean." It's like, wow, that was really heartfelt. And we all talked about that afterwards. And we would really like you to stay longer. I'm like, oh, it's very nice. So, great end to a great story, right? It was really bad to start with. There were thousands of dollars of equipment got stolen. Yeah. Thanks, Ruth.
Yeah, we are grateful that a lot of, especially foreign business owners, decided to go to the Philippines and help the country, really help the country and the Filipinos. And one of the things that I'm also interested when we were talking about the theme today, we also discussed some of the things that is happening with the dynamics of Filipino workers and, example, foreigners. We have that tendency to, say yes sir, no sir, yes ma'am, no ma'am. There's no complete explanation. We just continue to say yes and no, and then when they leave, we ask our teammates, "Oh, that was exciting." But the other thing is that really being visible when you want to be in a position where you may be able to use your voice. Make sure you have that confidence to speak with foreigners, with expatriates. That being visible, the power of LinkedIn. You are able to engage with other nationalities, not just Filipinos. It is your opportunity to connect with other foreigners because that's the only way for you, to put yourselves out there in the market, okay, and be locally focused. Okay? So our last presenter, our last panelist, he is currently the president of PBO Global Philippines, a professional service support services company that specializes in technology, accounting, healthcare, design, and legal outsourcing. Presently helping the expansion into a small business support, business strategy, and healthcare market in the United States, New Zealand, Middle East, and Australia. Carlo heads the business development of PBO Global. As also the president, he is helping the expansion of the company's services both locally and internationally. Outside PBO Global, he is the co-owner of KNFJ 1406 Incorporated, a conglomerate company engaged in the business of hospitality and recreation. He is also a director at Metal Consortium Incorporated, an organization made up of Filipino entrepreneurs engaged in hotel development and logistics. He also works with multiple startup companies across various fields of business as startup advisor and business consultant. Beyond his corporate roles, Carlo writes opinion pieces for the province local news portal iorbitnews.com. He also has a part-time teaching post and teaching graduate students at the local State University, Don Honorio Ventura State University, and he enjoys reading history and speculative fiction. So Carlo obtained his master's degree in business administration and entrepreneurship at the University of Technology, Sydney, and his bachelor's in business economics at the University of the Philippines. So ladies and gentlemen, friends, Lincoln members, please meet my boss, the president of PBO Global, Carlo Nicolas.
Hello. Unlike the two experts here today, I actually had to write my speech because ask any of my students and they'll tell you if you give me a time limit, I will probably throw that away and keep talking for hours. So within the 5 minutes, I had to write a speech. So, first and foremost, good afternoon. Welcome to PBO. Friends, colleagues, we're all here to make connections. Right? So let me say it a different tack. Leave the questions to the experts. We're here to make connections, real, potentially career boosting, potentially income generating connections. I am honored today to join this panel of esteemed experts and industry titans as we celebrate the pursuit of this making connections. Though I am not an expert myself, nor do I claim to be. I don't even have a sleep pocket. But I would like to offer whole life, imagine my surprise when I turned right on an intersection and came face to face with a dozen speeding cars headed straight to the middle. The context in that story is that Australia, as I come to know, is a left-hand drive. I'm from a right-hand drive. Turn right, I was against the traffic. That is context. I would have known that if I asked. Because that's the lesson. That was my lesson. The way to get context is to ask. And bound with asking is the obligation to listen. If I dig a little deeper in my experience, when you ask, you don't listen, you try to open, understand, and listen with empathy. I used to have a professional colleague who was Chinese, specifically Cantonese speaking Chinese. When he talked, his speaking volume was always 50% louder than what was socially acceptable. He was very loud. It got to a point where I had to ask for context. I had to ask why he was talking so loudly every time. He told me that where he was from, that volume was not just normal, but necessary. Cantonese is a very forceful language. It has a lot of different tones. A native speaker has to speak in a voice loud enough for the listener to understand what kind of tone he's using. He's using an explosive tone, or a clip tone, or another tone. I listened, I understood, and I learned. Context leads to understanding, and listening is the bridge that gets you there. I understood that Cantonese friend even more deeply when I had another word from Pangasinan asked me why I was speaking so loud. I told him, Pampanga is a very forceful language. It has a lot of different tones. You have to speak in a voice loud enough for your listener to understand the difference between masakit and masakit. That is context. And of course, the quickest and easiest way to get some level of context for a person you're speaking to is by looking at their LinkedIn. That's a great first step, right? Remember, the context that we have here today is that we're all here to make connections. Filipinos, non-Filipinos, we're all here to make connections. I've learned is that if you ask for context, when you talk with someone, you actually listen, try to learn, try to empathize, and try to understand. That's one way to move towards making a real, meaningful, potentially successful connection. I'd like to wish everyone a very fruitful LinkedIn local. Welcome you all to PBO, and thank you for having me. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Carlo. Yes. So, we're going to open the floor for any questions you have, a comment you have. Okay? So while you're gathering your questions and comments or anything that you wish to share, I'd like to call our team from Xavier. Xavier has been helping me. We've been connecting with them since last year, right? So I'd like to call Robert. Okay.
So I'm gonna make this very short for the presentation. So I'm going to see how we have so yeah, just to introduce myself, my name is Robert. So I am Senior Business Development Manager of Southeast Asia and Philippines. I've been helping businesses to receive international payment with AOC here since 2018 since I joined here. Previously, I worked for a long time with So, as I mentioned, we is strong support of Filipino entrepreneurs with our Creative platform. We love these events. We love attending. We love supporting these events. One of our biggest events was the last year in March. So, we recorded our 2023. So, this was kind of our yearly flagship event that we usually do in Manila, but last year we chose to do it in March because of the growing outsourcing industry or the scene in March. So and then of course other scenes like Cebu and the featured in International Women's Day Market Edge our country manager in Yeah, so just a quick introduction. So Payoneer is a US-based company. And that's a few years ago we were at IPO. So we have 500 customers available in 200 plus countries, and then we've been founded since 2006, so 17 years and counting. So Payoneer is a US-based company, but we actually have our Southeast Asia office in the Philippines, which is growing outsourcing. So since 2015, I would bring she's one of the first employees of Payoneer in the Philippines. So we cater to not just Philippines as our home country, like home court, but we also cater to countries like Singapore, Thailand, Malaysia, and so we also work with companies that are international companies that do a lot of payments. So for example, Amazon, Google, so eBay, they pay out sellers outside of the US. So we also help them. And so that is our enterprise service. And then we also have what we call kind of our SMB solutions, wherein we work with BPO companies or any company in a country wherein they have international clients or wherein so in the Philippines, we work with a lot of BPO companies, Manila and so yeah, just kind of like a snapshot of how we help these companies. So the first one is having or being able to accept payments in one platform. So as we grow or as an opportunity to grow, different markets we have or their clients will have different ways to pay them. So we allow them to all in one platform. Of course, save on costs. So we help them save on transfer fees and conversion fees or conversion rates with the so and then lastly, we help them make payouts. So they can pay out their fee or they can pay out their own payroll account or they can also pay out their vendors. So yeah, just a quick snapshot of our service. So dedicate business freelance or anyone who has a service or a product with clients worldwide can get paid with local bank accounts, multi-currencies, credit, debit card payments, marketplaces such as Upwork, Amazon, and a lot more. So what they receive, they can also use to pay online expenses, certainly in the Philippines or international, and of course, we're joining their own bank account to get those card payments. So yeah, just some of the clients that we have and some of like the good feedback. So this is one company that we are helping. They are using payments to receive from clients in the US and Australia and use our service to pay $8,000 in the Philippines. Plus, they're using our for business. Yeah, and I think maybe another thing to see for them, they are using our service from their own clients, but the biggest value that we bring is the bigger offering to do customers. Yeah, so actually that's it. If you have any questions or if you think that
Talk about the difference in culture. Because from my experience, the Western culture of Australia, the US, Europe is the complete opposite sometimes of Filipino culture. Like Filipinos are very collectivist. Their success is not just their individual success, but the success of the entire family. Sometimes their problems are not just their individual problems, but the problems of the entire workplace. Unlike when you do business in the West or in Australia, it's very individualistic. So I want to know how they manage to do business here while also while also maintaining that balancing act between the cultures.
I think I'll pass it on to you, Jason, because I'm actually Filipino. Okay, well, growing up Filipino in the States, I was exposed to the Western culture as well as, the Filipino culture when I got home. And yeah, I tend to agree with Paulo that, in the States that we are very kind of individualistic, while us Filipinos, when there's a problem, we go to our mentors, we go to our friends, we go to our families. And one way that I was able to leverage this knowledge of this mixed culture that I was able to experience is that as a remote employee, I basically am bridging the two different cultures. So, for example, if one of my clients in the team couldn't understand how come, if one of my agents has to take the day off because they can't find a nanny, that's something that Westerners were like, what's going on? So, luckily, since I'm Filipino and I understand the Filipino culture, but I also understand the Western culture, it's easier for me to explain to my clients that, look, listen, here in the Philippines, very family oriented. And again, what Carlo mentioned is that it's, we lean on each other. We're more, there's more teamwork. I guess
It's a village, the barangay.
yeah, it's a barangay. It's a village approach. And through that, I'm able to, I guess, translate it into something that Westerners are able to, I guess, understand or accept.
So we need one person who has a foot between cultures. We need you to come into all our companies.
Hey, I think it's a token.
Because you need that bridge, right? Yeah.
As an Australian, saving is straight up and down. And we tend to be fairly forthright. Filipinos aren't necessarily that forthright. They're not shot by at times. I mentioned before about family and work family. No doubt collective family looks after one another. The collective households, even in the different homes that are built here in the Philippines, what are in Western countries, not uncommon. The house next door is bigger. Bigger. Where's mum and dad? They're in the retirement home. That's unheard of. So when it comes to, I suppose that's the family side of it, and it is difficult when in a business sphere, and as a Filipino foreigner that I am, is that when they do have a difficulty, when a person has a difficulty and they come to work and they bring it inside that work family, it does unfortunately create a problem. And what I do find is this, and I do preach this a little bit in my organisation, that if you've got a problem with anything in business, it's no good complaining to your workmate me, as the owner of the business, because I can fix something, make a change. Whether that's the right change or not the right change, who knows? But for the situation at the time, that would be effective. Unfortunately, sometimes in families, it's hard to talk to the right person to say, I've got this problem, have to fix it. Sometimes we do have to do more right.
I guess that also touches on another cultural dimension of Filipinos about our relationship with hierarchy. I mean, Australians are very egalitarian, right? I mean, everybody calls people by their first name. Yeah, everybody's the name. In the Philippines, there's always a ma'am, a sir. There's always honorific. There's sometimes even a ma'am, sir. It's like one word, right? And that touches a little bit about what you're talking about is that they can't approach someone of a higher level as easily as people from Western countries. And that's an ongoing thing that we find, especially in the BPO industry where we deal with a lot of international companies who don't have the same sort of cultural dimension. It's an ongoing thing that you have to break that sort of hierarchy almost. That not everyone's a ma'am, sir. Sometimes you treat them as we're all just humans wanting to make a living and wanting to be happy, right? And it is tough and it's an ongoing challenge. And I don't have the answer. I don't have the resolution. It's just an ongoing struggle, right?
The thing I would say is that I don't bite. I don't have big teeth. I'm not going to rouse on someone. The door's open. So I'm just going to say, hey Jason, you got a minute? Sure. I'm open for it. Let's have a conversation. I suppose if I continue to put myself out there and make myself available, then people will become a little bit more relaxed. Be able to come and have a conversation. Of course, there is structures, there is HR, got a payroll, got lawful payroll, because they are the people that have the information and can give as much information back that you're probably looking for. If you're looking to talk to me about payroll, I only pay the bill, right? I'm just writing a check to make payroll happen. I don't know that. So there is some process to it, but I think it is important if you do have a foreign client or you're meeting someone on LinkedIn and you're having a conversation with them, start with, hey, this is my little dog. Right? Do you have a dog? Because it breaks it down, and I'm often advising my clients to start an interview to say, hey, I have a new baby. Here's a photo of him. He's awesome. And you're the oldest in your family. You're the youngest. How many brothers and sisters you have? And start with that random conversation with the art about it. So by starting there, making people look real.
Yeah, it's like leading by example, right? You do it yourself and then it models the behavior and then they do it back to you. Right? Yeah. This is why you're the expert.
The only thing I'll say about the expert thing is expert is grip under pressure. Grip under pressure.
Alright, so we'd like to acknowledge the presence of Vice Mayor Resty. People, please join us here. Vice Mayor Resty has been working in the Middle East for more than 20 years. Their construction company. So during the campaign in 2022, friends campaigned for him in Kandafa. He was still working in Saudi Arabia at that time. And then he won. So he had no choice but to resign and serve as a So we're happy. Here we go. Okay. we have to capacity. Okay, so anything to add? Yes, whatever they say, so how do you
I can steal what Jason said, and if for business owners, or well, talk to the managers and business owners, leading by example and having the manager do that and ask questions. See if your employees see your managers or see your supervisors be very curious, be very open, and ask these sorts of questions. It sorts of gives you, as a Filipino, gives you the excuse to do the same thing. My supervisor or my manager is asking questions. I can piggyback on that. I can do the same thing. I can ask questions. So if you're like leading a team, maybe try to model that behavior as well. If you're part of a team, well, you can always talk to the team leader or talk to your supervisor to try and maybe bring about that sort of culture. Because that sort of culture is very important, especially within differing cultures, international business, international deals. Because not everyone has that sort of not comfortability, but that doesn't have that sort of context to ask those sorts of open questions and to speak their mind all the time. So yeah, I'll copy Jason's answer.
Okay, so for me, not necessarily that, but that's already been discussed. So from the client and the business side, what I like to promote in my organization is that we actually promote a 15-minute kind of huddle every day, and that's via Zoom, via Skype, and that gives like the emotion that's lacking in that. So that's one way that we do it from the client side of things, and then from like operational side of things for the managers and like the heads of the company. What I like to promote is that, yes, I'm the CEO, I own the business, but, I'm not so big that, I don't eat lunch. In my organization, it's oftentimes that, you're eating. I'm eating with myself, I'm eating with the team, I'm eating with the client engaged people. I get to talk to them, I get to learn about the families and, what their beliefs are. And, all my managers, my supervisors, and that promotes the family-oriented kind of culture that the Filipino people have. So keep that to your advantage.
May I also add, what I did, I have one Ryan job of mine was an intern. When I invested, and then eventually I hired him, was the IT guy. So what I did to be able to connect with him, with the country of the client that he's in. Every day is what we said, we had 15-minute huddle. And that huddle was not formal. It was a series of games, example, terms that were used in Australia because he was engaged in an Australian client. So we would use 15 minutes of our time every day to do different games, to understand different kinds of idiomatic expressions, words. If it's a US client, then we do that. So eventually, the responsibility for me is to also encourage him to speak up and always be available during meetings with the client, because that visibility, when you give opportunity for your staff to be visible, to have their voice, and at that time to be with their client, then they become comfortable. And the client will also feel the same. They will be able to get to know more about the employee. So the 15 minutes, I am a fan of that. But it really depends now, because one thing that we're experiencing is a hybrid or remote employees not being able to have that no connection. But 15 minutes online, 25 minutes, that's really not. And for example, I think for Vice Mayor, he worked in Saudi, Middle East, but also working for a German company and having also Filipinos. How were you able to bridge the gap? You know, when you connect the different kinds of cultures, German, Filipino, Middle East. So what were your funny experiences in dealing, bridging all the gaps among these nationalities?
First of all, I'd like to thank all of you and of course and see you at the press release, all of you. And this of course, this is a video to talk about. This is my first time to talk about the Philippines, because we have on this training and talking our own languages. And I miss this kind of setup. Normally, you're working with Bangladesh, you're working with Pakistan, India, with hundreds of nationalities. So there, you have to use their own language. Like, the Filipino call it Barokki. You cannot talk like you. So you have to tell them, go, something like that. So it's really fun. You cannot say, when you talk like that. So even when you park in the car, you have to park like how do you park? So when you run, you have to run like run. I don't like to run in the car. So I park my car anywhere so that you can feel the car. So the thing is that it's a unique culture of our and I really have maybe 2 years there. I almost left the cultures. Then sometimes I run very fast, unfortunately. And I speak also wrong English. So now we cannot use me, in in the promotional material. So they might video or see that I didn't. So that's all for me.
Thank you, Vice Mayor. Vice Mayor is responsible for the content of this building. And let's congratulate him. He just finished his dissertation. That's amazing. So, do you have anything else?
Before I left the right question, I suppose from the Australian perspective, we do speak a little bit different. I'm from North of Queensland, so I speak a little bit slower. It is one of the things that I do actively do here in the Philippines, speak slow. So I don't have to say things twice. And to make sure that I get my message across, and I try and pronunciate my words correctly as well. If I speak like an Aussie, you may not understand me really well. So, and we do use a lot of slang as well. I know one of my guys is here, and I used, it's not going to cost much more, it's not going to cost a cheap, so. Anyway. Let's see, do you understand it? Anyway, so I explained it that the sheep station is very, very large in Australia. It's worth a lot of money. So it's not going to cost a sheep station as much as it's only going to be a few pesos. For the clients that level up to the next level of the person employed. So we do use a lot of slang. And I would encourage you, if someone says to you that it's a foreigner or otherwise, or something that it's a slang or it's a word that you have not come across before, put your hand up and say, sorry, I don't understand what you just said. Because that does not make you any less a person. In fact, in my book, it says that you're somebody that I want around. Question. You would have heard them say it earlier. It's not why, it's why not. Because why do we do this? Don't ask me why. Ask me why not? Why can't you do this? Right? And that's why I encourage you to put your hand up and say, hey, I don't understand what you just said. The other thing is, as an Australian, I'm speaking slower. In Sydney, they speak a lot quicker. In Melbourne, they speak a lot more Greek. More Greeks in Melbourne than there is in Greece, surprisingly. In South Australia, they speak again Scottish accent also. So, with all different accents all around the world, and being South African, there's a broad range of different things that get said. Sometimes you do have to say, I don't know. So ask the question. I hope that helps.
Before we move on to the second part of our program. Okay, so we move on to the next part of the program. We're launching the program. Are you will be the one to share with us? So please take Hi everyone, good afternoon. Good afternoon everyone. So I'm Berthaphil. I'm the community engagement manager of the Living Local Philippines in Manila. However, you're gonna ask, if I'm really Bangladesh, of course, the Living Local Philippines is everywhere in the Philippines. Okay? But before we start, we're here to share with you the things that we have in store for everybody, not only in Manila but around the Philippines. We'll be discussing more of that later on. But for now, we would like to launch. So you can call me Bless. If you're going to look at the Live in Local Philippines page, or it's not there, the Connected Filipinos, or you can search for my name is Bless Palulot. So you're gonna see me there. Okay. So before we start, I'd like to introduce one of the top 100 ladies. She's with us today. Her name is Maria Lourdes de Vera. We'd like to give you a testimonial of what she has paid for the top 100. So later on, you're going to see everything about the top 100. This Remy is part of the top 100. Sir Raylord is, and the next candidate will be Sir Jonas. Ako po, hindi po pwede kasi po ako yung organizer kasama ang Miss Virginia Bautista. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce again Ms. Maria Lourdes. Hello. That's a little connection. So, when we go to a social media platform, we normally get a request. And how long do you take to respond? So when he says hello, I guess it's a slow one. You're not going to get a lot of network because how you respond, whether it's business or just for personal. Okay? Okay?
Right.
All right, then. How I became one of the most influential women. I did not personally have to compete in the process. How did it go? When I joined LinkedIn, I just thought of it as a social media platform wherein I can connect with a lot of people who are also in the same interest as I am. I am an author and I am an artist. I have written around 50 books. Two of them have been published, and 18 of them is a resource for university. As an artist, all of my paintings are donated for my cause. That's for the children. How I became one of the top 100. What I did is I posted what is important to me, what is something that I value, that I know would connect with other people. Post something that is authentic and close to you, because that's the only thing that can help you connect with other people, talk about something similar. So in a year's time, I was able to come up with 7,000 followers. And after another year, I was able to get 17,000 followers rather. So what will LinkedIn do for you? As an author, it has given me the chance to meet a lot of people who are also in the same field as I am. As an author, I was able to meet people from other countries where I can talk about the same topic, writing. And it also opened other ways, other things for me. So I'll be visiting other countries. I'll be personally connecting with the other authors. When you connect, be yourself. And what you give is the best of you. Do not sell it right now. That's not very nice. I mean, show first what you can. And when people connect with you, then you'll find your way how to sell. Be yourself, be authentic, and respond right away. So yeah, muna yung mag-invade the floor with your permission. So the next part would be who created, who invented, who started LinkedIn Local Philippines. So kasama si Ma'am, kasama namin si Miss Virginia Bautista. Unfortunately, not really unfortunately, she has aneurysm and we're helping her para how would you call it, itawid, to bridge the gap and then continue the work that she has done. So while she's recovering, we would like to continue the work that she has done. Next slide, please. All right. So the top 100 Filipinos, you're gonna see them online, whether in Marketing Asia or in our page. But basically, this was started by Ms. Virginia Williams. Next slide, please. All right. They started with the 47 Filipino professionals, sa alam ni Ma'am yan, in 2018. If I'm not mistaken, they started it here. That's why we're here.
Yeah.
We wanted to launch a lot of things here because we started here. Okay, next slide, please. The top 100 Filipinos on LinkedIn, as in 100 na talaga sila. Okay, 2019. Mas marami na yung nagyari. Next po, on 2020, we have 100 again. And if you see all of them, it's listed naman. And it stopped in 2021. We didn't have it last year because nagkasakit na siya. So we wanted to continue it. However, this year, we're going to launch the top 100. We're about to do the nomination sometime around August or September. So we're going to ask for nominations. So you can nominate the people, your CEOs, kung sino man na nasa LinkedIn. Okay, the qualifications will be posted, and then meetings will be going around and we'll be discussing it with the leaders as well. So we call our top 100 our leaders. Okay, not influencer, but leaders platform. Okay, so she has always said the top 100 Filipinos on LinkedIn initiative is not a competition. It is a recognition, a celebration, and most importantly, a community. That's why we're a community. Okay? So wala maiiwan sa atin. Everybody will be here and we will support whoever the top 100 will be for this week. Okay. So who we are. So the Connected Filipinos, papasok na kami dito. The BB Consulting, we cannot touch that, is for her. So we had to put up the Connected Filipinos and we connect. And then next would be we engage. Okay, the vision is to create a world where Filipinos, no matter where they are in the world, can stay connected and informed digitally. We strive to empower and unite the Filipino community by leveraging technology to bridge distances and overcome barriers. So here and abroad, why are we doing this? We've already received some invitation coming from Australia, sir. So there are also invitations coming from Abu Dhabi, um, New York, USA, and some ladies are now organizing, are about to organize, and we're hoping it's gonna be, if it's not here in Clark, it's somewhere gonna be here in Top 100 launching or the 2023 award ceremony. Okay? So the details, I will give it muna kasi mapapagalitan po kami ng boss namin. Next. Okay. So our leaders are agents of change and chance. They are also the champions who wants change and work to achieve that. They are transformational leaders. So lahat po sila would like to say, hindi imposible. It's possible. It's always possible to do things together. Okay. Now we're inviting everybody to please go to our LinkedIn community and be part of us. So why will you support us? Um, Eventually, we have sponsors. We are already getting sponsors. However, meron lang kami mga pinaprocess and some of them, as far as US, are already saying, okay, we're going to sponsor your activities, the LinkedIn local community, and the top 100 awarding ceremony. So we're going to send an invite to everybody. Para dun sa event na yun. If I'm not mistaken, there's around that we're gonna invite, so around 450 of that. Okay. Nagdire-diretso siya. So what do I get? What's in it for me? If you're an expat, you can now get collaborations with companies and also with schools. We're going around campuses right now. We're doing school hops. Ibig sabihin, we go to universities, talk to them, we do speaking engagements with them, whether online or offline, meaning face to face. So we're getting invitations from different universities, and if you're interested, we'd be more than welcome, and we'll ask our leaders, our speakers, to be with you and to speak at your university. Okay? Ay, natapos na siya. All right. As an institutional of learning, if you're in the university, what do you get from us? You get the speakers again. And then as an employer, and if you're a freelancer, we're going to have a job board because we have clients now, both for freelancers and also from companies that are asking, do you have OJTs? Yes, we do have that. And you guys are lucky if you're looking for a job. It's going to be on our Connected Filipinos page, and then we're going to partner with the different leaders as well. Okay. And then, tapos na kayo. Okay, nag-move siya ng sarili. Okay, if you're a collaborator, definitely mas maganda mag-collaborate and do it on your own. Okay, we believe that everybody needs to collaborate and talk about what we need to do together. Okay, so what are initiatives for this year? So we are going to have, okay, pero nakalagay doon, siguro nabasa niyo na. You're actually, if you are sponsoring whatever cause we have for the Lincoln local initiatives like this one, you're sponsoring 250 men and women. Bakit ang dami, Bless? Akala ko ba 100 lang yan? 250 po siya because 2018 to 2021, they're with us and they're helping us right now. When we calculated, there are around 2 million followers of our leaders na tutulungan natin para matulungan din nila tayo. All right. So these are the events that we're gonna have, like in local events like this, virtual learning events, which is happening right now, collaboration on podcasts. So we are launching the Leaders Podcast today here po. Okay. And then VA done with youth services and charity. VA work. We're already treating also virtual assistants. Some companies abroad are already asking us if we can collaborate with them. So more jobs for everybody, which is very good. Okay, for the podcast, the one who started it all is actually Miss Virginia Bautista. On the day that she was rushed to the hospital, we were supposed to have a podcast, and because of that, we wanted to continue it. Okay. The reason why we're also here with Miss Remy, we wanted to collaborate with all of you po because we wanted leaders. Tapos sabihin niyo sa akin, ay, ordinaryo ang gagawa ko. No. Everybody is welcome to be in the podcast. We're going to do a podcast with you. So now, we would like you to listen to the first podcast, okay, of our, hindi siya kaya. Hindi kaya. Hindi siya naka-upload. Okay. But if you go to the Connected Filipinos podcast, the first leader would be Miss Doreen Cooper. Okay, and then the next one, sabihin niyo sa akin, sino si Ariel Tolentino? They are leaders. They're not in the top 100, but Sir Jonas will be there. Miss Remy will be there. Inaayos lang namin yung schedule. So if you're gonna tell me, Sir, ano yung pangalan mo? Ayun, Sir Robert. So Sir Robert will be inviting him as well. Okay, university presidents or kung sino man po kayo, we would like to invite you, and we are going to invite you definitely to be on the podcast. Alright? Meron pa po kayong ano? May, I forgot the note she was. When you highlight somebody outside LinkedIn, something, a LinkedIn leader or influential thing, it's not about being popular or somebody way up there. It's about somebody you can talk to, it's somebody you can consult and talk about something that really interests you. So for example, I am improvising and you like something, and you can come and share the thought and you have to send me a connection. If I do not have the answer, then perhaps I can connect you to another person. That is what we call collaboration. So that's the beauty of LinkedIn Philippines.
Good afternoon, everyone. So I'm Lay Lord. I'm a marketing chat for an engineering construction consulting firm based in the United States. But I am here as part of Connected Filipinos as a volunteer, doing the marketing side of the group. So today we are officially launching the website of Connected Filipinos. So you can see us at www.connectedfilipinos.com. At the bottom of the website, you can see my name because I am the one who developed that.
In one day. In one day, he was able to do it.
So the website is a passion project. Connected Filipinos as a whole is a passion project inspired by Virginia Bautista. And we see ConnectedFilipinos.com as a future content sharing platform. So we wanted it to be a content sharing platform for entrepreneurs, leaders, Filipino workforce without a website and who wants to publish content. So today we are opening free publication on for your contents on our website, and that will be free for a limited time until further notice. And also today, as mentioned by Bless, we are officially launching our Connected Filipinos podcast. So I will be updating the list of the podcast today as soon as we get home. But today you can listen to the podcast on Spotify, Amazon, Apple, and Pocket Cast. Our podcast partners are MC Productions and Digital Creatives. And please listen to our intro.
Welcome to Connected Filipinos podcast, a platform to celebrate the voices of Filipinos here and abroad. This podcast is powered by the VB Consulting, Digital Creatives, MC Productions, and Connected Filipinos. Together, let's elevate, empower, and unite Filipino life and community through inspirational learning. Are you ready to attract opportunities for your business and for our fellow Filipinos? Then let's dive in.
Right. So let's dive in. We invite you to watch our first three pillar podcasts on Spotify, Amazon, and Apple Podcasts. And what will you get after that? After that, you will be getting a free ebook, How to Optimize Your LinkedIn for Success. As you all know, as we mentioned, that Connected Filipinos is a passion project for Virginia. So Virginia Bautista is the number one or the top LinkedIn for personal branding uh, instructor in the Philippines. And she has been helping a lot of people. That's part of the top 100. She helped us build our personal brand. And we wanted to share that with you once you listen our podcast. But you can start getting that free ebook starting tomorrow because I will be the one who will be uploading it tonight as soon as I get home. I'm a marketer and a developer and I'm also the strategist for all of this.
Very
So
good.
please bear with me. And also, aside from that, on our next slide, we would like to also announce our upcoming LinkedIn Personal Branding Mastermind is an e-learning, which will be uh, the teachers, online teachers, will be Wanda Kalubig and Virginia Bautista. So all of this are recorded. We were able to record all of this before the brain aneurysm happened. And today, we are officially announcing that it will be live on May 1 on LJMB Online and LJMB-consulting.com. So LJMB is our partners for this e-learning, and that is by Mr. Louis Bana. He's also one of the top 100 Filipinos on LinkedIn. So imagine what you can have by supporting and joining for the cause. You are not just supporting Virginia Bautista, you are supporting the top 100, and you will also be able to enhance your own brand. And watch out as we will also be launching our own Connected Filipinos Learning, our own website as an e-learning platform, as we would like to empower Filipinos through connected learning. Another announcement that we would like to announce today is the Connected Filipinos Jobs. So I will be creating a job portal connected to the connectedfilipinos.com. Again, I'm a marketer. I'm not a developer, but I have those from the racks, and I can do everything. Every dirty work I can do to promote a brand. And that's part of my personal branding. And that's how we can help us.
So bigyan natin sila ng tatlong bagsak. Thank you for choosing to launch all of these wonderful initiatives here in Lincoln Local Florida. So before we end, we would like to award the certificates for our panelists. Let me, for Abby to help me. We have also treats from the Lincoln local community. So this is a certificate of appreciation. The certificate is presented to the panelists for sharing his industry insights and expertise and being one of the speakers of the Lincoln local event held in Park Freeport Zone this 31st day of March 2023, signed by me. Let's award the certificate to Mr. Rudy Galan. And our next certificate goes to Jason Mecklenburg.
Okay, yeah, great.
Yeah, came here in Dallas with offshore. Our story, my story with Kim, we were supposed to have a meeting local in the local. And then we're about to travel, and then we announced the lockdown. So we were not able to meet face to face. So it's my first time to meet Kim today, and I was able to connect him with offshore. And then, of course, my boss, Carlo Nicolas Alvaro.
Okay, thank you.
And yung humabol, the energetic, is public servant, engineer resting people.
Can I share?
Yes.
Can I share something? Dahil binigyan na rin po ako speaker. I just would like to tell you what is the story behind Rest Cebu. Sir Galang just mentioned, nasa abroad kayo want sa vice. Imagine that. Ito po yung connection. Connection, I was away for 22 years. Imagine that you just go for vacation and you want to surprise me. Paano ko po ginawa yan? I just would like to tell you something. I never lost my connection in my mom. When I was in Saudi Arabia, fortunately, I was an SK chairman back then. But then, I never lose my connection. Whenever I go back to the Philippines, I will show myself. I help people. I started my own services data center. When I got, of course, some millions in my pocket. I said to myself, have to go back to the community, have to bring back and have to help. Because when I was young, I got given a bag, even notebooks. So what I have done is that I gave notebooks and bags to the community. Even I give something here in Sapong Bato, in Mabalacat, everywhere in Pampanga. So I show up myself, I post in Facebook, even in LinkedIn. So they recognize me as one of the philanthropists in Saudi Arabia. I got a Bagong Bayani Award from the President of the Philippines, 2021. And I got the Model of the W Family, 2019, also given by the President of the Philippines. I got two awards from the President of the Philippines by himself. So with that, when I heard what you have said, is that really show what you got to show? Is that bragging or is that just inspiring people what you can do? Not even, hindi ka naman mayaman, but who will show that? You know, after that, most of my colleagues, until today, imagine, I just graduated my PhD last March 19 in Dubai. Imagine from very poor family, and now at least I can change something with the people in Saudi Arabia before I left. Now they call me idol. Imagine that. Uh, I am creating, I'm changing the landscape of the OFW OFW, they're just saying, matulong lang yan, mahirap lang yan. And you know, I always get hurt when they see Filipinos in Saudi Arabia na napakaliit po ng tingin. But how we can uplift, how we can make a difference na kailangan po nating stand firm, pakita natin na we're not just Filipino. We are a Filipino. Alam niyo po, kaya po natin. They can, we can also. In Saudi Arabia, I'm the only Filipino who got the position that only German people can. And I showed to them that I can. Before I left the company, I became the business development director. And I built my own company. Unfortunately, now I'm working with Sir Carlo, and we collaborate with our PBO Global. And hopefully, we can move forward soon. So yun po. So the young people out there, kayo po, you can do it. And if you want to get something that advice how I survived and how I became, of course, on that position. One of these is that you act, you dress, you smile, and because I have impulse, I always smile. So I can show to the people that I am very cute. Joke. No. You know, smiling is universal. Universal in the sense that hindi po siya magagalit sa iyo, you cannot get angry when you approach people when you are smiling. So universal po talaga siya. This is one of my secret. This is mine. And you know, in the municipality of Candaba, service with a smile. So yun po yung paraan dito. So yun na naman po. I hope to see you again. And this is a really good linking local. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity. I hope to see you. Sana po. Mas marami pa tayo matulungan ng mga tao. God bless us all. God first. Thank you po.
One last. See, Miss Bless, but I'd like to also acknowledge the presence of Miss Rita. Hello, Joe. So she's not under the daily envelope. Thank you.
We'd like you to listen to one of the podcasts that we have, para you know the quality. It's really, really good. So we can produce one very good one. And not only one, but a lot of them. And from that, you know that we can, when we invite you to do the podcast, so far po kasi it's free right now. In the few months or so, it's gonna be paid already.
Okay, while we're waiting for that, I'd like to hear from representatives from the DAMSU. Can you talk about your project or thesis? Ano kasing project nyo? Para natignan natin mga ginagawa ng mga kabataan. What are students for? Just talk about it. Consider you have. Is it ready? Okay, it's ready. Sierra Robin, are you the one who's speaking? Very short. Malan to papel. Malan. What is malan? Malan yung Kapampangan. It's loading. Tama. Loading. Damit. Okay, Robin, sige.
Hello po, good afternoon. And I apologize po kasi sinisibol po ako. And hi ulit, good afternoon. I am Don Robert from Don Northern Florida State University, computer engineering student. So why am I here po? Last time kasi we presented our new project here at PBO, which is the website for one of their future project na gagamitin po nila. Sana, hopefully, magamit. And last minute, I'm here in the conference room. Kidding aside, I said to Ma'am Remy, Ma'am, actually, we're out of budget na po. for our thesis because it's kind of pricey. I know a lot of you experience doing this is work. So our thesis project is entitled Papel. Balat ng papel, textile waste to paper converter. It is simply a machine po na it turns textile waste into paper. End of paper used for crafting. So, next slide. So, before that question, why papel? Why we come up to that idea? So, along doing some researching, brainstorming, the ideas are keep on coming through. You come with this crazy idea, what if we just try to convert textile waste into paper? And that idea, at first, we think it is impossible to do. And alongside doing some research, we actually, what do you call this, strengthen that idea that turning textile waste into paper is very possible with the right sa tamang paggawa, tamang formula, tamang gamit, gamitin para mag-produce yung product na yan. So what is Mapel? A machine that processes textile waste into paper. Right? Sinabi ko po kanina. Next slide.
Yes.
So one of the reason why we decided to come up with Papel idea is the problem. Textile is one of the most producing product na hindi ko gaano napapansin na nabibigyan doon ng um, mga tao sa Pilipinas, Filipino community. So less than 1% is recycled and it is more polluting than worldwide travel. 5% of the total landfill area is used by textile. 3 billion trees are destroyed every year to produce fiber. And that fiber is used to create textile that is used for our clothing. Next is textile waste will rise by 60% between 2015 and 2030 based on our research that is proven. Then the last one is 29% of Filipinos discarded clothing after a single use. And the last is Kukayukan waste. The next slide. The main aim of this study is to create a new product out of textile waste. This study will break the limit of what textile waste can be recycled. So basically, we aim to produce a product that, let me say this, for example, textile. It is also, or it is already recycled to produce a rag or some floor mats, like that. And after that, those floor mats, when it's not useful anymore, they already started burning it. That's kind of polluting the environment also. Next slide. Then, the scope and limitation. That's processing heating formula to textile waste. Textile na we proceed on the 3D design. So that's the 3D design of our machine, and as you can see, in the 3D model is not that pricey, but when you do it with Aqua, it's very expensive. That's all for thank you. And I also like to use one of my classmates, which is in another group to present their thesis. Thank you guys.
Okay, right. So, and then the part two group. Dalhin.
Good afternoon po. I'm Agent Secretary from the Honorio Ventura. Today we will discuss to you our thesis project, which is the
Sige, sabihin mo na.
salt cellar automated water filtration machine for the area community of Nabuklod, Florida, Blanca, Pampanga. Um, it is called salt cellar because this automated filtration machine is powered by solar panel and turbine, which has a it is a portable device to filter some 1 mountain waters. Then, um, this device, we built this device kasi po, we interview some locals in Barangay Nabulod that they're having problems with their water. It is not clean, it is not for drinking. So we choose to build a portable device that can help them to have a drinkable or a potable water which can be used daily po. So they will not be transferring water ano po, hindi na sila mag-aakyat ng mga tubig from um, sa mga pinakamababang places po, tapos iaakyat sa bundok. So, gumawa po kami ngayon ng device na makakapag-filter ng mountain waters po. So, hindi na sila bibili or um, hindi na sila magkukulangan ng malinis na tubig na maiinom for their daily use. Thank you. We thank you. So if you want to help them out in any way you can, please connect with me and I'll be able to coordinate the help, the donation in short. Okay, so I think that's wrap. Let's wrap it up. And that's it for the Lincoln Local Client. Congratulations. Thank you all so much. The mandatory was on. Okay, Maria.
Which one first?
1, 2, 3. Sige, picture mo lang mo. Sige, sir, picture mo lang mo. Alright. Okay.
Everyone. Yeah, everyone.
Alright, dito. Para we go. I will make ulit. I will reach out to you. Yeah, I'll stay here.
Everyone ready? Remember in 3, 2, 1, smile. One more time. 3, 2, 1, smile. One. 3, 2, 1, smile.
May jump shot ba? May jump shot. Bueno na talaga ako. May jump shot.
One, three. Alright, one more. One, two,
Manila ka na uwi mo. Di naman namin may Friday. Everything.
Yes, or usually for like people that are maybe you
Nag-iinit siya kanina. LinkedIn community. Nila Bless. Bless. Wah, hindi. Hindi na may message. Yes.
Yeah, whatever they're going. Whatever they're going. They definitely did their marketing. Medyo, medyo mainit pa yung I just saw him. I just saw him like this person. He understands me. Shot na. Sa akin ang gawin mo yan. Hindi ka doon. Ang nais. White na. Let's give it.
Looking to make your first video? You don't need a big budget or fancy editing skills to make an effective tutorial, product demo, or training video. Simply record your screen and add a few effects. With Camtasia, you can make engaging videos quickly and confidently. Record anything on your computer screen: websites, software, webinars, presentations, or bring in your own files. Create engagement by adding callouts, animations, and transitions, or help your viewers follow along with built-in cursor effects. With a few clicks, you can customize the video to match your brand or style with intros, music, and lower thirds. End up with a professional-looking video your viewers actually watch. Then share directly to your favorite hosting site. With a Camtasia video, you get more viewer engagement and help your audience learn more effectively. Whether you have video experience or this is your first time making one, we give you everything you need to make a high-quality instructional video. Join millions of other Camtasia users and start creating great training videos today. If you need to share information with video, you need Camtasia.
Other getting guide. So Monday, Wednesday.